Comrades, 2023 was a year during which we made a deep analysis of the situation in Burkina Faso. A year during which we made a deep diagnosis of the words that undermine Burkina Faso, which led to important decisions being taken. These decisions were meant to break the first chains of slavery, imperialism, and neo-colonialism. Because, let's say, you cannot hope to find your lost object by calling for help from the one who stole it from you. 2023 was a year where many initiatives saw the light of day. On December 11, we summarized everything we have taken as an initiative in the defense field, in the health field, and especially in the field of food self-sufficiency. Many industrialization and development initiatives have been launched. This is the place for me to salute the Burkinabe people for their resilience, for having understood the meaning of the fight that we are waging for the reconquest of the territory, and for the independence of Burkina Faso.
Family, Burkina Faso is one lucky country in Africa, if not the most luckiest country, because growing up, we used to be told that we are the leaders of tomorrow. And Burkina Faso is a living testimony of the same. Their president, Ibrahim Traore, took over and became the president of Burkina Faso last year, 2023. And it was a coup. And we all know very well that in West Africa, there is a lot of dominance from France. And most of the presidents in the western part of Africa are puppets of France. And I'm so sorry that I'm saying this, but it's true. And we've seen what Burkina Faso has done. Burkina Faso right now is a fully independent country. You hear from the words of Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. He says that they've finally broken the chains of slavery, imperialism, and neo-colonialism. And that's very, very true, because all these leaders are puppets of the West. Most of the time, they're just there physically, and the ones who govern them is somewhere in France, somewhere in Paris. But you know what? Ibrahim Traore said no. It's time for change for Africa. You see, these are the leaders we want in the African continent. Something that Malema is doing in the south. We have Burkina Faso in the west. We have PLO Lumumba in the East Africa. If we find leaders like the ones I've mentioned all over Africa, then Africa can change for a good cause. You know, I'm so happy and proud to be African when I see that Africans are finally informed. They have information about matters that is affecting them. It is so nice to see young people come up and take these positions of power and do good things with them. Burkina Faso is one lucky country in Africa, if not the luckiest, because I do not know any other country in Africa that has the real leadership, that has full leadership of the executive. Many a times the executives of many countries in Africa are not doing their work nicely because they are puppets of the West. They are being told what to do and when to do them. But now what is happening in Burkina Faso is so nice, because there's a young leader who knows what he wants with the country. Let's listen to what His Excellency Ibrahim Traore says in this specific video as Burkina Faso was ushering in the new year.
2024 will be a year during which we will continue this fight. We will continue to break the chains of slavery and neo-colonialism that prevent us from experiencing happiness. During this year, 2024, we will continue the efforts to reconquer the territory and amplify the struggle. That is why, on the side of defense, we will see the creation of the 1st Combat Brigade, which we have called the Special and Rapid Intervention Brigade. It will bring together different rapid intervention battalions, a group of special forces, and a specific group. This is part of the reorganization of our army, its rearticulation, and the relocation of the different forces. So we aim to have a strategic equipment plan and a plan for the reorganization of the different forces that came to light in 2023. This will materialize in 2024 by the arrival, therefore, of new heavy means of protection, and therefore, an increase in the firepower of combat units. In addition to this aspect, we must know that 2024 will also be a year of challenge because we have set ourselves objectives in the area, therefore, of reconquest, and also, therefore, the return of the various IDPs to their locality and their security. During the year 2023, as I told you, many initiatives have been started, and in 2024, we will have to be able to deepen and really implement everything that we have started. In particular, the Presidential Initiative for Food Self-Sufficiency and also the Agro-Pastoral Offensive of the Ministry of Agriculture, which was recently launched. The dry campaign is underway in all of these two initiatives so that we can, during the year 2024, meet the needs and approach food self-sufficiency. This is a challenge for us, and I, therefore, invite the people of Burkina Faso to take ownership of these initiatives and to be able to launch themselves wherever you are so that the state can also support you and that we can meet these challenges. In the field of industrialization, and also, therefore, everything that can go in the direction of bringing more to all these valiant traders who do their best to serve the different localities from Burkina Faso, many initiatives will be taken in this direction. The PC is already launched, which will allow us to have a certain number of factories, but many initiatives are to come during the year 2024. During the year 2024, we will again ask the Burkinabe people to be able to take ownership of the Presidential Initiative for Common Development. After analysis of the health situation, as we said on December 11, we must be able to rebuild our cities and be able to clean up. It will, therefore, be a question of the populations taking ownership of this initiative and being able to embark on sanitation, urbanization, and ensuring that our living environments are even more pleasant so that certain epidemics that we have experienced cannot re-emerge.
I am a Pan-Africanist, and I can see one when I hear them speak. And Burkina Faso's president is one big Pan-Africanist because he has passion for what he's doing in Burkina Faso. I really, really love this guy, man. I'm so happy if I see African leaders take control of their offices and do things the rightful way. And a good example is Ibrahim Traore and what he's doing in Burkina Faso, man. I'm so happy with what is happening there. You hear him saying that finally they'll be able to reorganize their army. You know, many of these armies, I don't know how to put it, but are organized by the West. Many armies in West Africa are organized by the West. You saw the video I posted last about Dr. Arikana saying how Africans are right now knowledgeable and Africans now know the truth about what is happening in the executive of their countries. And you saw Dr. Arikana say that France, Western African countries can only buy arms from France. Their armies are organized by the France people. They are trained by people from France, you know. And now you see Traore took over last year. And now this year, one of his plans is to reorganize the army. Isn't that full independence of that country? That's independence. That's the modern day independence. You see, we gained independence in all these African countries. But the only problem that is happening is in our countries is neo-colonialism, because our presidents are puppets of the West. But now if you see a president come up and say they want to reorganize the army, they want to have full control of the army after the coup last year, you know that that country has something that is, how do I put it? The country has a bright future. Burkina Faso has a bright future. He proceeds and says that the IDPs will be able to go back to their locality. IDPs are internally displaced people. You understand there's been chaos in Burkina Faso, and some people are displaced. And one of his mission in 2024 is to ensure that those guys get back to their localities. That is so nice of the president. And he proceeds to say he will have a food self-sufficiency plan in the year 2024. He knows good well that one of the things that Burkina Faso is struggling with is food security and food sufficiency. And they have a plan. And he asks the citizens of Burkina Faso to help him with his plan to have a food self-sufficiency plan. I don't know how he plans to work it out, but I hope it works, because we need leaders who knows what is affecting their people. Leaders who tackle issues affecting their people. Well, they hit the nails on the head and just do things the way they should be done. I wish the whole of Africa could be fully independent like Burkina Faso is. Burkina Faso is so free, man. You see, many countries in Africa, the executive has to do some things for them to be in full control as presidents of those countries. But now you see countries like Burkina Faso, where Ibrahim Traore is in authority and he's doing the things according to his will and according to what the citizens of Burkina Faso want. Because this is someone who's been down there and knows what the people of Burkina Faso are going through. Someone who's brought the change in Burkina Faso. I wish the whole of Africa could have such leadership. I wish you could break all those chains of slavery, neo-colonialism. I just wish Africa the best, man. I wish all our leaders could be like Dr. Arikana, could be like PLO Lumumba, could be like Malema of South Africa. There is nothing that can bring me great joy than see Africa fully independent. And Burkina Faso is one of those countries, man. And they are so lucky. If you're watching this video and you're from Burkina Faso, let us know down below. What are the changes in your country right now? Compare your country from a few months ago and right now. Do you guys enjoy the independence of your country? Because some of us are enslaved in the modern day because our presidents are puppets of the West. We saw what happened the other day in Ghana. There was supposed to be a conference for Pan-Africanism. But you know what the government did on the very last day? They say that the event is cancelled and that there is a state event scheduled to be on the same venue, which was wrong. You cannot fail people who've booked for a venue the very last minute, because you know the youths of Ghana will be given knowledge by these Pan-Africanists. Dr. Arikana was to speak there. PLO Lumumba was to speak there. Peter Obi. And of course, the problematic Julius Malema. So they saw that this initiative will bring knowledge to the youths of this country. And they said no to that. Isn't that modern day slavery? Are these leaders no puppets of the West? I wish the whole of Africa could just be like Burkina Faso, a free country, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Kindly do consider subscribing to my channel for amazing African stories. And remember guys, the goal is for a free Africa, a unified Africa. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in my next video.